The days of poachers are numbered as the Namibian police have stepped up its campaign in protecting wildlife. Following the launch of an all-out war against poaching in the Etosha National Park, the Palambach Conservancy and concession areas in the Kunene region in April this year, no new poaching of the rhino and elephants had been reported. However, aerial and foot patrols still continue in these areas. Nampol Deputy Inspector General James Shivikwa, who led a team of commissioners on these patrols, says while normalcy has been restored, operations are still being intensified. Blanche Koresis has more.
For a country battling to save its remaining rhinos and elephants, the concerted efforts undertaken had led to the arrest of over 40 suspects so far. The week-long patrols around the rugged, unforgiving, yet intriguing terrains of the Omatendeka and Palambach areas in Kunene region were to find new blood traces and discovery of more carcasses. The remains of what used to be a rhino poached in June were found at Omatendeka, as well as that of an elephant believed to have died from natural causes. All that could be salvaged in the vast territory is the rhino's decomposed body, accompanied by an unbearable stench from the dead rhino's once valued horn hole. For a region whose economy depends largely on wildlife tourism, a loss like this is a tragedy, not only for the tourists who pay to view these animals, but also depriving the region of its natural treasure. However, what is comforting in this instance is the fact that the suspects who killed and dehorned this rhino were arrested swiftly. 5 suspects were arrested and rifles confiscated while in possession of these black rhinos horn between Varamkoel and Sesfontein settlements 2 days after the merciless act was committed.
My member on the ground worked very hard to make sure that we had to keep this.
Though the police, assisted by wildlife park rangers and officials from the Save the Rhino Trust, had been on the ground to combat poaching, reports of law enforcement agents involved in illegal hunting emerged when 2 police officers were arrested in the north earlier this month. Nampol Deputy Inspector General James Shivikwa said officers deployed in the wild should not make themselves accomplices in crimes intended to rob the country's tourism sector of foreign exchange earnings, as the same law to punish other criminals will not spare them either.
It is really very painful, but members of the Namibian police force are not above the law.
Namibia's conservation of wildlife model had drawn praises worldwide, but the police say for the country to maintain that status, local communities residing in conservancies and bordering national parks need to be sensitized as well. The Kunene region boasts the largest number of conservancies and is home to free-ranging animals that should be protected at all costs. I'm Blanche Koresis for NBC News.